first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
It's a gain of 20.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11 now. Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
I don't think there's any doubt that we'll see a little bit more of Mecole Hardman as a receiver in year 2. First year, used him a little bit as a gimmick. Throw it to him occasionally, some jet sweeps, maybe some return game. But he really came on late in the season. 538 yards, 6 touchdowns. A pretty darn good year for a rookie receiver. And really made his huge impact as a return guy. Earned a Pro Bowl nomination in his first season.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On second and 12, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Ravens, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Buying time to his left. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Time to go to work. You know, when we call the game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On the option, Jackson will keep it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Looking downfield for Kelly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Kansas City. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Ravens nothing.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 32. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Eluding the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. From the gun, Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. Flush to his right. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he knocks it through.
Ties the game at 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. That one complete to Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down in Kansas City.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out. To whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Escaping the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
At the 47-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Dobbins running out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On third down, Jackson. And Adams has it, complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time we complete...
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Devontae Adams. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A quick slant to Hill. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. First down. Now a carry for Dobbins. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
2 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now, this is something that we saw quite a bit in Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He'll run it, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. And the lead is up to 15 now.
the score. Ravens 28. Chiefs 13.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's got it up and through.
Ravens 35, Chiefs 13.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now here is another interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Kansas City.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now on 1st down, being chased out left. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Chiefs 20. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens will extend their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Extra point safely through, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Shotgun snap to Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6.
All-pro tight end Travis Kelce had 97 catches last year in the regular season on his way to a Super Bowl title with Kansas City. And while he's a weapon anywhere on the field, as you get closer to the end zone, you really have to look out. Witness what he did in the playoffs. 3 touchdown catches against Houston in the divisional round, and a big one in the Super Bowl against San Francisco, which keyed Kansas City's comeback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they suffer defeat for the first time as they drop to 2-1. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Designer drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. Me, I wish I had two next. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rocking black clothes. Whipping around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. For the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Able to fight through one tackle. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly, and knocked it free.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on their perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Throwing is Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down, here's Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 63 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Eagles nothing.
On first down, Hurts. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this down inside the 35. Before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 27. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
7-yard line.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager, 27 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
And that was an example of catching a team off guard because it really paid off for them. They weren't ready for that at all. I know they weren't ready to try and catch him because once he hit full stride, that was going to turn into a big play, and it did.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Dobbins. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
To pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers. Just 2 for 7 throwing the football. But he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes. And you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But it's going to be second down. Throwing again. Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Again, Jackson flushed out right. .157 to go in this first half on EA Sports. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 28 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Ravens 7. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second-guess when you don't get it on a fourth-down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. To throw again, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now a carry for Sanders.
The handoff.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
second down. Here's Jalen Hurts. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
The 47-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we...
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, 56 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. This pass into the arms of Snead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. He uncorks it for Snead. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Jackson to Snead that time. 1st down, Baltimore. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
Well, I get what he was trying to do.
He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 57 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Brought in left side by Snead. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead. 75 yards, and the Ravens cut into that lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
The 23-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Got a man. He finds Sanders.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll go again with Sanders. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Rager.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Eagles 42.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Good catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Steps away to his left. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Hurts.
Flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver.
But it'll be second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Eagles on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. And Jeffrey's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Number 26.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield,